Wow, very early. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Let's wait for the others, okay? We still have 4 minutes to wait for the others. While waiting, I want you to prepare your grammar book. Prepare your grammar book and your pen, of course. And let's wait for the others. Can you see my PowerPoint? Can you see my screen? Yes? Yes, okay. Thank you. Let's wait for the others. How many participants do I have? Six students. Very early in the morning. Still have 3 minutes to wait for the others. Prepare your grammar book. Today we are going to have a bit hard topic. I hope you can understand it well and listen very well, okay? Did you eat breakfast? Did you eat breakfast? Yes or no? Yes?
No, teacher, no.
Why? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You should have eat breakfast. It's very important. What do you like to eat for breakfast? Do you like eggs for breakfast?
Yes.
Eggs and
I
do you like bacon?
No. Yes, teacher,
Yes.
yes.
Why no? Bacon is so delicious. Bacon. Another one is sandwich. It's really nice for breakfast. Do you like hot chocolate? No one is responding. Me, I like hot chocolate. It's very delicious. I prefer hot chocolate over coffee. I don't like coffee. Do you drink coffee?
No.
No, yes, very good. It's not good for you. You can maybe drink when you are adult, but when you're kids, drink milk and hot chocolate. Okay, we still have 1 minute. I only have 11 students. Today, our topic is very, for me, very hard. So I want you to listen, okay? I want you to understand our topic for today. Do you have any idea what is our topic for today? Any idea? Do you know what is our topic for today? None? Do you have any idea what is our topic for today?
No.
No idea. Okay, it's already 9. Where are the other students? I only have 14 students here. Okay, while waiting for the others, let's have a recap on our last topic, last meeting. What is our topic last meeting? Anyone who can tell me the topic last meeting? We talk about,
We went going to.
yes, will and going to. Will and going to is what? Are used in future tense. Okay, what do we mean by future again? Future. What do we mean by future? When we say things happening in the future, meaning It is not happening yesterday. It is not happening today. It might happen tomorrow or the other day, and so on and so forth. So today, our topic is also, or still in future time, future tense. We're still going to talk about future tense. Okay. I only have 17. Okay. For our lesson for today, I want you to open your book on page 39. Samsip Cow 39. Today, we're still going to talk about chapter 3, future time. In this chapter, we're going to talk about the future degrees of certainty. See, it's very hard, no? You know, while I'm making this PowerPoint, I'm not really sure how am I going to teach this one in an easiest way, no? Next topic that we're going to talk about is future time clause. Do you have any idea what is future time clause? Okay, later we're going to discuss it. Next, we're also going to talk about future time clauses and if clauses. And we're also going to talk about present progressive to express future time. And I want you to open your book on page 39. We are not going to answer yet, okay? We're going to discuss the topic on page 39, okay? Open your book on page 39. Samsip Cow. Okay, are you ready? I hope you are ready. Page 39. For those students who just joined the group, please open your book on page 39. Okay. Now, first, let's talk about the future degrees of certainty. Let's do an introduction to this topic before we go on in discussing step by step, little by little, our subject. The future degrees of certainty. Everybody say degrees of certainty. Very good. Okay. Don't forget the pronunciation, okay? In our class, we don't only talk about the structure or the meaning. We also have to practice our pronunciation, okay? Since you are P6, you are going to encounter a lot of words, a lot of difficult words in grammar subject. Okay, we have here the future is uncertain. What do we mean by uncertain? Do you have any idea what is uncertain? The future is uncertain. From that sentence, what do you think is the meaning of the future is uncertain? What is the word uncertain? Because of course, if we're going to talk about degrees of certainty, you have to understand the words that are related to our topic. So if we say the future is uncertain, what do we mean by uncertain? What is the easiest word? Easiest word for uncertain. When we say uncertain, or we can say not sure. Not sure, no? The future is not sure. The future is uncertain. Keep that in mind, okay? we know the present. We do not know the future. Is it correct? We know the present, but we do not know the future. Is that correct? Do you know
Yes.
anything about the future?
No.
No, right? We can be 100% sure or say certain about the past. Yes, because we already know that it happened in the past. And the present. We know the things that happened in the past, and we also know the things that happened that is happening in the present. but we cannot be 100 certain. We cannot be 100% sure about the future. We can predict, we can guess, we can say something in the future, but we are not really sure about it. Am I correct? Is that correct? Yes. In English, there are several structures and tenses to talk about the future. Okay. It is usually the degree of certainty. Now, that is our topic for today. Degree of certainty about the future that decides our choice of structure or tense. Teacher Namwa?
โอเคอนาคตเป็นสิ่งที่ไม่แน่นอนเรารู้อดีตเรารู้ปัจจุบันแต่ว่าเราไม่อาจล่วงรู้อนาคตได้ในภาษาอังกฤษมีโครงสร้างแล้วก็เทนส์ต่างๆเนี่ยที่พูดถึงอนาคตโดยปกติแล้วระดับความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตเนี่ยขึ้นอยู่กับที่เราเลือกใช้โครงสร้างหรือว่าเทนส์ต่างๆนะคะ
Thank you, Teacher Nama. Okay, before we proceed to our next discussion, the current situation that we are experiencing right now is COVID, right? We are not coming to school, right? Are you sure? How percent you are sure that we are going to school next semester? We are not very sure, right? We have no idea when are we going to school for the next semester. Okay. The future degrees of certainty, we can show how certain we are about the future by using modal verbs and other expression. Do you know what is modal verbs? Do you have any idea what are modal verbs? Anyone? I think you already talked about this one when you were in P5. Modal verbs. When we say modal verbs, these are will, won't, may, should, could. No, those are example of your modal verbs. And other expression, we are going to talk about this one little by little. We can use modal verbs such as will, might, may, or could, and adverbs. Take note of this one. Adverbs such as probably and definitely to show how sure we are. Teacher Namwa?
sorry เราสามารถใช้ verb ช่วยนะคะเช่น will จะ might may หรือว่า could ที่แปลว่าอาจจะนะคะแล้วก็กริยาวิเศษเช่น probably อาจจะแล้วก็ definitely อย่างแน่นอนเพื่อแสดงถึงความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะ
Okay, thank you, Teacher Namwa. It is very the word probably and definitely is very important in expressing how sure we are when talking about future. So everybody say probably. Probably. Okay, and everybody say definitely. Definitely. Okay. Let's proceed. Now, degrees of certainty, let's proceed first to modal verbs and adverbs. Now, look at this one. Very sure. What do we mean by very sure? Any idea what do we mean by very sure? Can you tell me another term for very sure? When we say very sure, if you are thinking about the future or giving a prediction about the future, when we say very sure, there is 100%, 100% that things are going to happen. No? And in this examples, we're going to, for example, people will definitely work from home more in the future. Yes, because of the COVID situation, right? Now, our adverb definitely is used if we are predicting something in the future that is really, really going to happen. You are very sure that it will happen in the future. Another example for negative sentence. Robots definitely won't replace all human jobs. Do you think robots uh, can replace all humans? There are things that robots cannot do, and there are a lot of human things that only human can do. So definitely, we use the word definitely when we are talking about something that is very sure. Our modal verbs here is will, and our adverbs definitely. Don't forget that definitely is only for the things that you are very sure about the future.
ตัวอย่างความเป็นไปได้อย่างแน่นอนที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะตัวอย่างแรก people will definitely work from home more in the future ก็คือในอนาคตผู้คนจะทำงานที่บ้านมากขึ้นอย่างแน่นอนตัวอย่างที่สองค่ะ robots definitely won't replace all human jobs ก็คือหุ่นยนต์ไม่สามารถแทนที่งานของมนุษย์ทั้งหมดได้อย่างแน่นอนค่ะ
Thank you, Teacher Namwa. Next, we have sure. Now, a while ago, we are very sure. Now, let's proceed to sure. When we say very sure, 100%. But what if you think about the future is only sure? Maybe for very sure, we have 100%, right? For sure, we can say 80 to 90% that you think something is really going to happen in the future. Not 100%, but you are sure 80 to 90%. The probability that the things will happen in the future is 80 to 90%. But there is also a chance that it will not happen. But the chance of it will happen is higher than the chance of it will not happen. That is when we say we are sure of something. Look at my example. Donna, for example, Donna will really enjoy this film. For example, your friend is Donna, and you really know your friend. You really know Donna. Now, you know Donna that loves, for example, loves action movies, action film. And then if you're going to watch a action film, you think that she will like it. But however, maybe if she is not in the mood for film, she will not enjoy the film. But the certainty that Donna will enjoy the film is 80 to 90%. You are sure that she will enjoy the film. Or another example, you won't regret it. If you, for example, you tried something, for example, you've tried driving a car, and then you are encouraging your friend to drive a car. You know, the feeling of driving a car is amazing because you can drive a car. Now, if you tell your friend that he or she must learn how to drive a car, you can say you won't regret it. You are very sure that he or she will like the feeling of driving. But there is also a small percent where he or she won't enjoy, or he or she will regret learning driving. That is when we use modal verbs in expressing thoughts that you are sure, 80 to 90%.
ตัวอย่างความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะ Donna will really enjoy this film Donna จะชอบหนังเรื่องนี้แน่กับ you won't regret it ก็คือคุณจะไม่เสียใจค่ะ
Okay, thank you, Teacher Nama. A while ago, in very sure, we have modal verbs will and the word definitely to express that we are very sure. Will definitely, or modal verbs and your adverb definitely. While in sure, We only have our modal verb will, and the negative form of will is won't. Okay, next, let's proceed to, how about this one? Almost sure. Any idea what is almost sure? Any idea? None? Do you have any idea what is almost sure? How about the others? Any idea? Wasu, Chamawi, do you have any idea what is almost sure? How about ni Peach? Ni Peach, do you have any idea what is almost sure? For very sure, we have 100%. For sure, it can be 80 to 90%. How about almost sure? We say that something is almost sure if the degree of certainty is about maybe 60 to 70%. You know that things will happen in the future, but you are doubting. You are having second thoughts that this thing is going to happen in the future. However, still, the degrees of certainty that things will happen in the future is still higher than the possibility of it won't happen. Look at my examples here. We will probably finish the project by tomorrow. Now, in almost sure, this is where we're going to incorporate or add the word probably. A while ago, in very sure, we used definitely. For almost sure, we're going to use probably. We will probably finish the project by tomorrow. This means, for example, the deadline is tomorrow and you are doing the project today. However, there are a lot of things to be done to do that project. So you are almost sure that you are going to finish the project, but because of a lot of things to do, you are also doubting that you won't finish the project. You are just almost sure. With incorporating a lot of factors, for example, in creating that project, you have a lot of classmates to help you. Since you are a lot, you can really finish the project. However, the project is also a lot. So you are just almost sure about it. Another example, he probably won't have enough time. For example, you are asking your friend to go out to eat something, to eat to a restaurant, or maybe play a game. You think that you can ask your friend to go out or to play games, but you also think that they won't have enough time to join you. You are just almost sure about it.
ตัวอย่างความเป็นไปได้ที่อาจจะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะ We'll probably finish the project by tomorrow. เราอาจจะเสร็จโปรเจกต์ในวันพรุ่งนี้ He probably won't have enough time. เขาอาจจะไม่มีเวลามากพอค่ะ
Thank you, Teacher Nama. Next, we have here not sure. Any idea what is not sure? Any idea? There.
50 and below.
Okay, 50% and below. Very good. When we say things that are going to happen in the future is not sure, it means you are 50-50, or maybe there is a possibility that it won't really happen. The possibility of it won't really happen is a little bit higher than the possibility of it will happen, or it's the same 50-50, 50% sure, 50% not sure. Look at my examples here. I might go to the party, but I'm not sure yet. You can actually use the word not sure in the sentence. Another example, he hasn't studied much, so he might not pass the exam. We use the modal verbs might here. So therefore, using the modal verbs might, it is used in expressing thoughts in the future that you are not sure. I might go to the party, but I'm not sure. For example, it's your friend's birthday or your classmate's birthday. You want to go, but you are lazy to go. So you are not sure. I might go to the party, but I'm not sure yet. Another example, he hasn't studied much, so he might not pass the exam. Look at this sentence. For example, you didn't study that much. No, you just read some of your book, but you really not study. But you still read your book. So maybe if you get the exam and the things that you read on your book might appear in the exam and you can still pass the exam. However, if the exam is a little bit harder and you just read something on your book, there's also a possibility that you are not going to pass the exam. We use might.
ตัวอย่างความไม่แน่ใจว่าจะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะ I might go to the party but I'm not sure yet ก็คือฉันอาจจะไปงานเลี้ยงแต่ฉันก็ยังไม่แน่ใจ อีกตัวอย่างหนึ่งนะคะ He hasn't studied much so he might not pass the exam เขาไม่ได้ตั้งใจเรียนมากเท่าที่ควรดังนั้นเขาอาจจะสอบไม่ผ่านค่ะ
Okay, thank you, teacher Nama. Note, okay, look at this one. When you are not sure, we can also use may, could, and may not. However, we don't usually use could not to talk about the future. Again, when you are not sure, when the things that you are thinking are not sure, you can also use may, could, and may not. However, we don't usually couldn't to talk about the future. Couldn't is not used in the future.
เมื่อเราไม่แน่ใจถึงความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคต เราจะใช้คำว่า may could แล้วก็ may not ค่ะ แต่ว่าเราจะไม่ใช้ could not ในการพูดถึงอนาคตค่ะ
Thank you, teacher. Okay, before we proceed to other expressions, any question? Did you understand degrees of certainty using modal verbs and adverbs? Anyone? Non, when do we use probably?
Not sure.
Probably? Look. Anyone, how about, let's call, how about Premika? Premika, can you hear me, Premika? Premika? Not responding. How about Maitawin? Maitawin, when do we use probably? Very sure? Sure, almost sure, or not sure? Probably.
Sure.
Huh? Allah, you are not listening, kids. So Panita, can you hear me?
Yes.
When do we use probably?
Almost sure.
Almost sure. Very good. Next time, others. How about, let's call Chantada. Chantada, can you hear me? Chantada? Not responding. How about Danotay? Danotay, can you hear me? Danotay? Not responding. How about Preo? Wilasini? Wilasini, can you hear me?
Yes.
When do we use definitely? Very sure, sure, not almost sure, or not sure? Definitely. Where are you, Wilasini? Hmm? When do we use definitely? Very sure, sure, almost sure, or not sure?
Almost sure.
Almost sure is probably. How about definitely? Who can answer? Who knows the answer?
Very
Hmm?
sure.
Ah?
Very sure.
Very sure. Okay. How about modal verbs? Might, may not, could. When do we use it? Very sure, not sure, almost sure, or not sure? Modal verbs might, may not, could. When do we use it?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay. How about the modal verbs will and won't? When do we use it? Will and won't. Anyone? We use it. Very sure, not sure, almost sure, or sure? Will and won't. We use it when we are sure. Next time, listen. Okay, now let's proceed to degrees of certainty. Other expression. This one is not included in your book, but I think it is also important for you to learn so that you can express yourself using different words, different words in English language. Okay. We can also use other expressions such as be bound to and be likely to, or verbs such as think and doubt.
สำนวนต่างๆที่ใช้ในการพูดถึงความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะ นอกจากนี้เรายังสามารถใช้สำนวนต่างๆ เช่น be bound to ที่แปลว่าแน่ใจหรือว่ามั่นใจกับ be likely to น่าจะ หรือคำกริยาเช่น think คิดว่า and doubt สงสัยค่ะ
Okay, thank you, teacher Nama. Okay, for very sure. Yeah, we are already here. For very sure, we already talked about a while ago. When we say very sure, 100%, that you know that something is going to happen in the future. So let me give you examples. First example, he's bound to feel nervous before his driving test. You know, when we say be bound to and be likely to, it has the same meaning. Be bound to, be likely to feel. You know, of course, when you are going to take a test, the first feeling that you're going to feel is to feel nervous, no? So, whatever exam it is, you know that everyone will feel nervous if they are going to take the test. So you can use he's bound to feel nervous before his driving test, or you can also use he's likely to feel nervous before his driving test. You can also use certain to, from the word degrees of certainty, certain. She's certain to get that job. For example, you are very confident about yourself and you are applying for a job. If you are confident, if you know, have the qualifications to apply for the job, then it is certain that you get the job. You can say, she's certain or I am certain to get the job. You can also use, he's certain that he'll get here on time. He is very sure that he can get there on time. For negative sentences, of course, we can incorporate the word no. There's no chance that will ever win the lottery. That is very true because it's really, really hard to win a lottery. And last, there's no way. You can also use no way, no way. There's no way that my boss will give me the day off, especially this kind of job when it is very demanding on time. You can't really get a day off. What is day off? A rest day, wherein you don't have to work. So these are always take note of these words. Okay, you can use this one. You can use these other expressions in expressing degrees of certainty. Be bound to, certain to, certain that, no chance that, no way or no way that.
ตัวอย่างสำนวนความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะอย่างแน่นอน ตัวอย่างแรก he's bound to feel nervous before his driving test ก็คือเขารู้สึกประหม่าก่อนสอบใบขับขี่แน่นอนเลย she's certain to get that job เธอแน่ใจว่าจะได้งานนี้ he's certain that he'll get here on time เขาแน่ใจว่าเขาจะมาที่นี่ตรงเวลาThere's no chance that we'll ever win the lottery ไม่มีทางที่เราจะถูกลอตเตอรี่ได้เลยและตัวอย่างสุดท้าย There's no way that my boss will give me the day off ไม่มีทางที่เจ้านายจะให้วันหยุดฉัน day off ก็คือวันหยุดค่ะ
Okay, thank you, teacher Namo. Next, let's proceed to sure. Again, sure. You are 80 to 90% that things are going to happen in the future. But there is also a small possibility that the thing that the thought or something will not happen in the future. Look at my example here. We can actually use the word sure. I'm sure that you'll do well in the interview. Or you can also use this one in interrogative form, question form. Are you sure that you won't be available? You can also use degrees of certainty when you are asking someone, no? I'm sure that you'll do well in the interview. As I've said a while ago, if you know someone that well, you know their capabilities, you know the things that they like, therefore you can predict about what they are going to do. However, it will always depends on them. So there is a little possibility that the things you think about them is or will not going to happen. Are you sure that you won't be available? This question is like asking for certainty, right? You are asking, for example, you are asking your friend, you want to know if they are not really available or you cannot really call them.
ตัวอย่างสำนวนความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะ I'm sure that you'll do well in the interview ฉันแน่ใจว่าคุณจะทำมันออกมาได้ดีในการสัมภาษณ์ค่ะ Are you sure that you won't be available คุณแน่ใจไหมว่าคุณไม่ว่างค่ะ
Okay. Next, we have almost sure, 60 to 70%, right? But the chance of things that will going to happen in the future is higher than the possibility of not happening in the future. Look at my examples here. Oh, this is very long. For example, the government's likely to call an election soon. Likely to. In almost sure, we can use likely to or unlikely to. When we say unlikely, it's just the opposite of likely. Like likely to is for affirmative form and unlikely to is in negative form. Another one, there's a good chance that it will snow this week and there's not much chance that I'll finish this essay tonight. affirmative and negative. There's a good chance. We also use the word chance in predicting, in telling something about the future. Next, she thinks he'll be able to help. You can also use the word think. For negative form, don't think. She thinks or she doesn't think. Look at this one, ah. For affirmative form, she thinks he'll be able to help. But look at your subject. If your subject is singular like she, so therefore you can use doesn't in negative form. She doesn't think he'll be able to help. However, if your subject is I or plural form, you use don't for negative. Don't think for plural form of the subject, and doesn't think for the singular form of subject. And next, you can also use the word doubt. What do we mean by doubt? Anyone who knows the word doubt? What do we mean by doubt? When we say doubt, we think that something is true, and at the same time we think that that thing is not true. You are not very you're just almost sure about it. For example, I doubt they'll have any trouble finding the address. And last, we can also use what do you expect? Of course, expect, if you have expectation, the word itself expect. If you expect of something, you think that you want to see something in the future, you want to see something improvement. For example, we are talking about a person, you expect you expect something from that person. And of course, you can also incorporate the word will in the sentence for other expressions.
ตัวอย่างสำนวนความเป็นไปได้ที่อาจจะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตตัวอย่างแรก The government is likely to call an election soon รัฐบาลน่าจะจัดเลือกตั้งเร็วๆนี้ Ari is unlikely to be invited to the party อาลีไม่น่าจะได้รับเชิญไปงานปาร์ตี้ There is a good chance that it will snow this week มีโอกาสมากที่หิมะจะตกในสัปดาห์นี้ There is not much chance that I will finish this essay tonight มีโอกาสไม่มากที่ฉันจะเขียนบทความนี้ให้เสร็จในคืนนี้ She thinks he will be able to help เธอคิดว่าเขาจะช่วยได้ I don't think we will have petrol-based cars in the future ฉันไม่คิดว่าเราจะมีรถยนต์ที่ใช้น้ำมันแล้วในอนาคต I doubt they will have any trouble finding the address ฉันสงสัยว่าพวกเขาจะมีปัญหาในการหาที่อยู่ และ What do you expect mobile phones will be like in 10 years time คุณคิดว่าโทรศัพท์มือถือจะเป็นอย่างไรในอีก10 ปีข้างหน้าค่ะ
Okay, thank you, Teacher Nama. And last, we have not sure, 50-50, 40-50%. For example, there's a chance that she'll be back. You can also use chance when we are talking about things that we are not sure. We can also use the modal verbs might and the other expression think when we are not sure about something. Teacher Namwa?
Sorry ความไม่แน่ใจถึงความเป็นไปได้ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในอนาคตค่ะ There's a chance that she will be back at work tomorrow มีโอกาสที่เธอจะกลับมาทำงานพรุ่งนี้ There's a chance that he might come and visit us next week มีโอกาสที่เขาจะมาเยี่ยมเราอาทิตย์หน้า I think we might see more of these problems in the next few years ฉันคิดว่าเราอาจพบปัญหาพวกนี้มากขึ้นในอีกไม่กี่ปีข้างหน้าแล้วก็ I'm not sure that I will be able to finish this pizza ฉันไม่แน่ใจว่าฉันจะทำพิซซ่านี้เสร็จค่ะ
Okay. Now we only have 5 minutes. I think it is better if we answer your book next meeting, but I'm going to give you a game today. I will copy the link. I will copy the link. Please click the link on our Zoom chat. And I want you to play the game. Natakan, what? Very sure? What is your question? Any question? Okay, I will send the link in our group chat. Please click the link, put your English name, and then play the game. You have 5 minutes to play the game. Now, the game is based on our topic for today. I gave a sentence there. If you're going to play the game, you read the sentence and then you go. I think it's like you're going to avoid enemies. You have to run. You have to run and then go with the correct answer. You're going to read the sentence, think or decide whether it is very sure, not sure, or almost sure. Understand? Okay, start playing the game. You still have 3 minutes to play the game. Is it hard? Any question? Are you playing the game? It's like, you know, the game Pac-Man? It's like a Pac-Man game. Read the sentence first. Read the sentence first and then go to the correct answer. Okay?
ประโยคที่ทีเชอร์ให้จะอยู่ด้านล่างนะคะแล้วถ้าเราอ่านแล้วเราคิดว่ามัน almost sure very sure หรือว่า sure เฉยๆให้เราบังคับให้เราเขาเรียกนะบังคับลูกศรอะทิศทางอะไปยังห้องนั้นๆที่มีคำนั้นอยู่คล้ายๆเกมแพ็กแมนนะคะ
Can you see the game? Wait, let me share the screen. I think this is the game. Can you see my screen? Where is it? Yeah, this one. It's like this. Look at this one. I want you to read the sentence first. I think we might see more of these problems in next few years. Ay! Oh my goodness. Ah! I'm dead. I think we might. What is the correct answer? My goodness. Why? Oh. It's very hard. My goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm cornered. I might go to the party, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. Are you playing the game? Is it easy? It's already time. None, is it easy? How about the others? Are you really playing the game? Finish? It's already time. No one is responding. I hope you are enjoying the game. Is it hard? Pupakon, is it hard?
No.
Very hard? Okay, continue playing the game. And we will see each other next meeting. Goodbye.
I died 9 times.
Bye too.
Why ni Peach? Is it hard?
Yes, kind of.
It's hard.
I keep getting cornered.
Hmm? You can try again. The school will post the link of the game. I am allowing you to try it again. I want you to enjoy the game. At the same time, you are learning. Okay, goodbye, kids, because there is another class. Goodbye. They are busy playing. You are busy playing. Goodbye, kids. Goodbye. Enjoy playing.